Hi, my book lovers. It's Lady Lauren Explorer, and I'm doing another book review. And today's book review is going to be over Automatic Reload by Fritz Steinmetz. I think that's how you say his name. And so far, I like it. Stay tuned for more. So, to give you a quick summary of what's going on in Automatic Reload, Automatic Reload is about a guy who is part man, part machine, cyborg, named Matt. Matt is a missionary. Missionary? No. Missionary. Yeah, missionary. I was like, I hope I'm saying that right. He's a missionary who main objective is to kill or get the objective without killing people. I guess I wouldn't say like that. That's his moral code. He doesn't like bystanders and his human objectives to be hurt. If they are hurt, he thinks he fails the mission, even though he saved their lives. And during this whole time, he gets called on a mission with a guy named Donnie. Donnie is another cyborg person who has no moral compass at all. Fits, meat, zilch, none. He doesn't care who gets hurt. He just wants to bring the pain. The fiery, the better. The blood, the guts brings him in. Yeah, that's Donnie. So he gets on a mission with Donnie to take this mission. Is $3.2 million to babysit a cargo for 2 hours. We all know it doesn't go well. So we then meet Sylvia. I'm not going to tell you how we meet her, but we meet her and she gets brought into this. And him and Sylvia try to figure out what's going on, what happens. I don't want to ruin it right now. But I think that if you like this book, you're going to, I think if you like the summary of this book, you're going to like this book. It's very action-packed. Like, I didn't realize that I was reading such an action-packed book until, I know the first scene was, like, action-packed, but it wasn't until, like, the gone wrong part. I was just like, wow, this is a lot of bullets and blood. And I was just like, who's the demographic for this? Like, is this supposed to be, like, who is the demographic? But this is a romance novel. This is a romance novel. It's set in a dystopian world where you have humans who are becoming more and more obsolete into their own, to our own world. Basically, we have automatic trucks, we have automatic, oh my gosh, what are they? Oh, automatic doctors, where one surgeon is over all of the automatic surgeries that's going on. So, then you have automatic police officers, automatic cars. It's just like a whole bunch of like humans aren't the top dogs, so to say, even though in this book humans do rule the world. It's just that the jobs that most humans do are gone because cyborgs do them now. And when I mean cyborgs, I mean fully operated machinery, not cyborgs as most have their human features, like Matt does and Donnie does. You have people who are called body hackers, which is what Matt is. He's a body hacker, which means that he cut off most of his human body and made it into a machine. Both his legs are gone. Both his arms are gone. And I actually don't even know if he pees. But Donnie and Matt are both body hackers. And then Sylvia is, you just have to see. That is like, I guess this is like the only thing I can tell you without spoiling anything. Because like I'm literally on page 105, yeah. And this is a 288 page book. And it's good. I'm actually doing the audio, so I'm reading along with the audio, but I'm speeding it up a little because the audio is like 8 hours. And yesterday I went to the 2-hour mark. So I'm gonna try to get this book done in one go today, the rest of the day, so I can go on to my next book. But so far, I'm liking this book. I think I might do a vlog style. So come with me. Okay, it's done. I'm finally done. And I'm done with this. Okay, let me get my notes and we can talk about this. Because I can honestly say I like this book. It's, some of it's like really hard. It makes me want to like skip some of the pages because of how action packed it is. And I guess I'm not used to action packed in this in my books, but I pushed through it and then I'm like, yeah, like this is so good. In the romance, I just like it. It's so cute. Okay, so let me talk about it. There's a trans character in this book. Her name is Trish. She used to work with Matt in the drone corps, which is basically a different branch of the military. At first, I was trying to figure out, I didn't know how to categorize her at first because he didn't say anything about her past gender, her dead gender. He was just like, yeah, when we first meet her, she was just, he didn't know who she was at first because in the text message, he was like, she said that she was going to meet him and she was going to be passing. And then he was like, okay. He didn't know what that meant. And I didn't know what that meant because like it was like passing. Again, because I've never met her. Like she's in this story. And we're just meeting her. And then this woman walks up to him and she's cute and she's flirting with him. And then he's like, I'm supposed to be on a date. And she's like, yeah, you're my date. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's Trish. And then so he was like, yeah, you look different. I can't even tell who you were. Because he said that she didn't have her beard or her chest hair or her mustache. She looked completely different. And I was like, oh, wait. Is she trans? And then it led to all that. Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of action. A lot of action, guns blazing kind of action. Well, it's because they are cyborgs. So there's a lot of guns blazing in here. This book, I actually do think that this book is probably made for the male readers because of how much blood and gore it is and how much like gun tech is in this. Matt is very moral. He has a very moral-based characterization of him. He thinks he failed the mission if the objective or a bystander gets hurt. His moral compass is really in tuned. This is told in Matt's point of view. There's no other point of view we have. It's just Matt's point of view, who is a body hacker. The Audible version makes the reading go by faster. I put it on normal, and I was like, he's not reading fast enough for me. Then I put it on 1.25, and I was getting there. And then my last leg, I put it on 1.5. I got through it. Especially with all the names of guns and characters that sounded weird to me. Like, I would have never gotten their name right. I needed that. There's a twist in this book, and it happens towards the end of the book, like almost at the very end of the book. It is crazy, because I would have never expected that, like, at all. Never. The romance is super, super duper cute. There is where he starts acknowledging that he might like her, Sylvia, I mean. Then he tries to, with his morals coming in, he tries to like say, like, I can't take advantage of her because of all of these circumstances leading up to how I met her and the things that's going on when we're trying to save the world. And it's so cute, but like he finally does it. Trish pushes him, and it finally happens, and he acknowledges, and he's like, yes. It's so, so cute. So cute. I give this book 5 stars. I'm keeping this book. It's so cute. It's just so cute. Now, if you don't want to get spoiled, I think this is where we stop. I hope you enjoy reading this book, but I have to rant about something, and it's a spoiler. So go ahead and just click off this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you in my next video, but here's my rant. This is the point of no return if you are not trying to get spoiled. A test? This whole thing was a test? Like, what? Oh my gosh, there was so much real action. So many people died. This was a test? I was so mad. Me and Matt were so mad. So mad. And also, this is gonna sound crazy. I don't like how the author spelled Matt's name for the short version of his name. Like, everyone knows that Matt has 2 T's, not 1. That sounds so weird when you say, like, I'm Matt with 1 T. I'm sorry. Anyways, oh my gosh, there's this one scene in there that I just can't. It's so cute, but like, I was just like, no, turn back. And then that's the scene where they're about to make love. And then Matt's like, the narrator's like, yeah, you know, in old movies when they have to pan once the character is making love to the other character, that's what's about to happen. And now I'm taking you to badass Trish. And I was like, no, I actually want to know how you're going to have sex with a fully automated woman. Is she all automated? Like, down there? Up here? Like, what? I want to know. I'm crazy now. And, oh my gosh, yeah. So, that is it. Like, I truly like this book so much. Again, I give it 5 stars and it's impeccable. But that is it. I am glad I've read this book. I picked it up on whim and I'm really glad I did. I thoroughly enjoyed it, especially the audible version of it, because the narrator has a very great voice that I can actually picture as Matt. When he does the women impressions, it's funny. It's so funny, but Matt, he has an unpacked. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will be reading Kevin Kwan's Crazy Rich Asians next and seeing how that goes. I can't wait. Yeah, so stay tuned for more. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.